50-50. Helping my man pay bills. Why would I help my man pay bills when he could just go broke and pay them all himself and I could be the princess and save all my money? That's how crazy y'all be sounding. Baby, do what works for your household. Do not let the internet trick you into thinking you're wrong for helping your man while y'all build and y'all save. The internet will have you out here single, bitter, and confused, trying to live up to rules that don't even apply to your life. If y'all are a team and y'all are working towards something bigger together, why not help each other out? What's wrong with carrying the load together? That's partnership. And truth be told, when y'all got it, it's not even a conversation, because at the end of the day, everything gonna get paid. Everything gonna be done. The house gonna be taken care of. So stop letting strangers dictate your relationship. They don't pay your bills. They don't live in your house. And they're not in your bed. If it works for y'all, that's all that matters. Help each other out. Be a team. Be considerate. When you love a person, you consider them. It's very inconsiderate to make somebody just pay everything and just be drained dry when you know you can help.
So, and that's my major problem that I have online. So, it's this whole, and since the internet been going around, and since TikTok and all these apps has been very big, we hear people talking about the conversation of 50-50, right? And what do they mean is splitting everything down the line 50%. So I'm going to pay 50% of the bills and you're going to pay 50% of the bills, right? And that's something that people talk about in relationships. And you have these women going online saying shit like, well, if I have a man, I'm not paying anything. He's paying 100% of everything because I am the princess, because I do deserve it, right? So I deserve for a man to pay for everything, and I just have to just be a woman and be a princess and just let my man be the man. Welcome to the DeMarkco effect, where you get the full effect of me. But times are different, especially today, right? With social media, with the cell phones, with TV, with everything, with jobs, with money, everything. The world is different today, right? And I would say for someone to just automatically put 100% of bills and everything on the guy that they're with, it shows they really don't care about that guy. Right? And I'm making a bold statement by saying this, and I'm not saying 100% of the women don't, right? But most of them don't. If you're going to flat out make something and just say, hey, if I meet a guy, he has to pay for everything, right? I think that that's valid to say, right? Because I'm not talking about the little situations where you have a man making a lot of money and he's like, baby, don't worry about anything. You know, you can have what you want. I'll pay for it. We're fine. We're working together, right? You're taking care of the kids. I'm just going to pay for everything and make sure everything is good for us so we can live a good, stress-free life wherever life takes us, right? When you have those conversations with your woman and you just set the standard, hey, I'm going to do this for us. You don't have to worry about nothing. That's different, right? But we're talking about the women that just get online and just say stuff like, oh, well, no, my man should pay for everything. I am the princess. I am the queen. You know, I just deserve a man to just pay for everything. I need a man to buy me a car. I need a man to pay for my hair. I need a man to pay for my nails. It's like, what the hell are you even offering? Because then I watch these videos and they say shit like, yeah, I am the table. What do you bring to the table? I am the table. But what do you bring? I am the table. And then you ask a man, what did he bring? And this is all in the same video. What do you bring to the table? Well, I can, bring financial stability. I can bring protection. I can bring leadership. I can build. I have a skill or a trade. I know how to, fix stuff with the plumbing. But when you ask the woman, she's talking about, I'm just a table, right? And I don't want none of y'all to get my videos wrong with thinking that there's not good women out here, right? There are some good women out here. Trust me, I definitely know. right? There's women that'll cook you a meal when you come home from work. There's women that'll do what you want her to do and be sweet and be nice. There are some like that, right? But that is very rare to come by. In today's world, finding a good woman is going to be, I would say, challenging, right? Because we're in today's era where being a fairy, and that's what they say. I'm a fairy. He was a fairy with that fact, like that shit. That's the being a fairy today is more acceptable, right? If you find you one that doesn't find that valuable, and she has the other traits, meaning not that just that she'll cook, but she'll just be someone peaceful in your life, and she'll just follow you. When you have that, you'll be fine. And you should cherish that, because a lot of women aren't doing that. And that leads back to this 50-50 conversation, right? A good woman that actually loves, that wants to be with you, let's say this, and will actually have some care about you, right? She will help out. She will play her role, per se. Let's say that. She will play her role. She'll do what you ask her to do. She'll do what needs to be done for y'all, while you do what also needs to be done for y'all. And leading back to this girl in the video, she's right. What social media has done today, it has very efficiently destroyed the value of relationships. Because if y'all would realize, right, we have more people on the internet talking about what they ain't gonna put up with in a relationship when they aren't in a relationship, right? It's like me telling LeBron, hey LeBron, bro, I know you a Hall of Fame and shit like that. You know, I know you won you a couple championships and all of that. But man, if it was me, I'm not putting up with that. I ain't putting up with no coach telling me this, and I ain't putting up with the treatment of them. I'm not putting up with none of that. You know, Bron, actually, if I was you, you know what I would do? I wouldn't even play in the games. If somebody put their hands on me, I wouldn't do nothing back. LeBron, I wouldn't shoot that three. It's like you trying to tell LeBron James how to play basketball and what to do and what not to do when your ass ain't even in the NBA. So these women are not even in this situation. They're not in the NBA, but they telling basketball players how to play the game. Hey, bro, when you go down there and it's a fast break and it's 2-on-1 and it's you and him against one person, man, just wait for the rest of the offense to come back down. Slow it down. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? That's how these women sound. Like, I'm not going to put up with no man. Yes, bitch. And I'm sorry, I said the word. Yes. But yes, you're single. No one wants to hear your input. We don't care about you. You're single. How you going to tell somebody what you're not going to put up with? And you can't even find one guy to be with you. That's the truth. Okay, but other than that, make sure y'all leave a like, leave a comment down below. If you just subscribed, I love you. If you already subscribed, I love you already. But other than that, have a good evening, good day, good night, good morning, wherever y'all at, and I'll see y'all. Peace out.